Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha Pi Omega, and Iran. So this is 99.9% in the last episode, so we're gonna just wrap it up, finish off the enemies in Yemen, and then we are going to take a deep and a long look on our nation and what we have achieved in the 24 years that have actually passed since we started the game. I mean, in-game, not in real world. But yeah, I'd like to see where we started and where we ended. So let's go. We're just eliminating forces or a pocket of forces near Aden, so we're gonna let our units do that. Another army is attacking this little pocket. They still have a port in Al Mukalla, but that's not gonna last much longer. We'll probably see them eliminated very soon. I'm just gonna deal with these requirements for imports, because as I had to reload the game, it of course screwed everything up yet again. But we're used to that by now, aren't we? Oh my god, you captured yet another operative. What the hell? Kazakhstan is really okay. Government supervision, foreign recruitment campaign, and we need to start rescuing our operatives. So you have 179 days, 270. So you first. Oh wait, no, that's. Oh, I hope they will save the right guy. Do we have... No, you are there as an operative. So can we send you? Routine... Yep. Commence when ready. Prepare. Okay, so we're gonna start saving them and see what we can do. Let's pay a bit of debt and see how it's going. Okay, you guys are still fighting here. Why didn't you guys stop? The attack on Aden, you're not supposed to do that. Come on, push these guys out. Really? Really? Are you certain that's correct, game? Are you really certain that is the right way to go about this? You now captured 4 of my agents. Come on, push them out, yeah. Come on, can you push them out? The moment we break them, in the moment where we get this one done. Okay, I think the game is bugging on me here somehow. But yeah, we're getting really close. This is not an ideal terrain for them. They are getting into a really bad situation there, but we'll see if we can fix it. Okay, 95, yeah, we're gonna do it. The moment we close this off, this pocket is gonna crumble. Like a house of cards. Oh, they're sending reinforcements here. Okay, get in there, guys. Keep Aden busy, because we need to make sure that they will not reinforce there. Repel an attack. Okay, RGC drone command has been finished as a focus. IRGC is over here. So, budget estimates, sponsor enthusiasm, asteroid mining. Oh my god. Iran. Okay, let's go with budget estimates. Our current budget shows that we have more than plenty to provide our population with free universal education that is quality focused, and we'd still have a surplus. No, don't mind if I do. I'll be happy to deal with that. Come on. Come on. One last push. Push them out. Can someone explain to me why our units are not attacking here? What the hell? Okay, now we need to start this attack, encircle and destroy them. Because that is how we want to see that. Yep, and now we're winning. So there's how many? 9 American divisions, 5 Egyptian. No, 11 American divisions and 5 Egyptian. So that's gonna be fun. Sorry about the cut, I had a phone call. So let's continue. We'll eliminate the units in Aden, which will give us how many victory points? Aden, I think. Now I hate that I can't select it. That is just nonsense. But okay, Aden is not. No, Aden might actually capitulate them, which would be cool. We just have to eliminate a large amount of forces, but considering, I mean, they do have a really big soft attack, but we have a ton of units here, and they have nowhere to retreat to. They're encircled. So this is a pretty good situation. Do we have a... We don't. Okay, so the units that are resting will start getting their planning bonus up, because this is going to be a heavy fight. In the meantime, we are attacking over here, trying to get through the enemies. Here we won't be able to get through because those are... But we need to get Al-Mukawa. In case Aden does not capitulate, then we need to get Al-Mukawa. This is our last port. And then this entire area will be ours. Cool. So now let's speed it up. And we'll just see to it. Okay, so the fighting is looking pretty good. Many units are getting the planning bonus. We do suffer a lot of casualties here, but yeah, we got the enemies to 1.44 million. Italy has revoked Article 50 and stays in the European Union. Well, good for them. How big of an army do Americans have left? 119 divisions. About 1 million men. Wow, we've killed 1/3 of their army. That's... Jesus Christ, that's brutal. Okay, we need to get you back into the fight. Yep, eliminations are happening, progressing. Yeah, some of our units are getting knocked out of it. Wow, this has to be a hell fighting during this up. But we now have everyone in combat, and the elimination is gonna... the tactic actually lowered the combat width. Okay, everyone get in there. I know this is a hard, awful fight, but we're almost done with it. We're almost done. Last 4 divisions defending. 2. Last 2. 30th Infantry and 1st Infantry. Both American. Okay, there we go. Now we can start producing the new trains. We can start researching the early maglev rail. Okay. And we've taken Aden. So is this enough to capitulate them? It is! Okay. Yemen has capitulated and gave us 50% of their territory. So we're gonna puppet Yemen. How are you gonna do this? This is a little weird. 169. We don't have enough. So let's start making sensible demands. Yes, demand. Okay. Okay, so we're puppeting these. Northern Hanish Island. Get it? I'm not. Okay, so I guess we're bidding over it. And I don't think we're gonna get more points. Okay, so we'll create 1 puppet and Iraq is gonna create another puppet here. American-Iranian War. Yemen was puppeted. Okay, so wait. This is Yemen, which is a puppet of whom? Yemen has capitulated. Wait, is this independent Yemen? Oh, it is. Okay. So we have 2 Yemens now. We have 1 Yemen that's a puppet of us. Another Yemen that's puppet of Iraq. And then in the north, independent Yemen. Which, okay. Not exactly what I wanted, but we exhausted all of our political power on this. And on that note, we are done. We are truly done with this Let's Play. Because at this point, when you look at the casualties, the United States took over 500,000 men in just 2 years, and they achieved nothing. They were unable to stop us anywhere here. And that means Iran and its allies, or sphere of influence, which you can see as this, is pretty much completely independent of the Western influence. None of their interventions, whether it was French, British, or American forces, were able to stop us, and we would solidify it. Now, we could continue and try to get the Dominion over Red Sea, dismantle the Saudi monarchy. Yeah, we were locked because these are done. And how are we doing on the United? Wait, where is it? It was in that independent tree. Oh, here it is. So the United Islamic Republics. Yeah, we would all have to be at peace. But Yemen, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Azerbaijan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan are all part of our sphere of influence. So it would just be, more of the same, repelling attacks, or I would have to use console commands to peace out. But it's just, I don't really think that Iran would be interested in expanding to territory like this. But this political alliance where we've basically built a massive Iraq, we've got all of the neighbors under our command and as our allies is ideal for me. So let's look where we ended up. We started in the year 2000 in January, I think 12th of January, and I wrote down some statistics so we can look at them now. So we started with a population of 66,080,000 people, and we are ending with a base population of 72,058,000, and we have additional nearly 13 million of eligible non-core population available. So we grew by about, 24 million? 18 million people in Iran, which is pretty decent growth, considering the time. Factory or industry-wise, we are just completely somewhere else. We started with 6 military factories. We now have 83. We started with 1 naval dockyard. We are now at 20. And we started with 12 civilian factories, and we are ending with 95. Which is, basically we started with 19 factories, and we are ending with nearly 200. Basically, we have more than 10 times the starting amount, which is amazing. I actually also looked at trade, and that's kind of interesting. We started with the extraction of 103 oil units, and we're ending with nearly 600. We started with 11 white metals, and we're extracting 207 right now. Rubber, we had none, and we still have none. And we had 10 technology metals, and we're ending with 52. We had 42 steel, now we have 142, so an increase of 100. And we had 0 precious metals, and now we have 109. As far as GDP goes, let's repay all of this. We started with a GDP of 677 billion, and we're ending with 6,403 billion. So almost 10 times our starting number. And GDP per capita was 10,255, and we're ending with 74,888. Meaning we have grown it by about 7.5 times. Well, no, roughly 7 times, that can be said. As far as actual income, we increased it massively. I'm more interested in the debt. We started with a debt of 82 million, and we're ending with 2,345,000,000. But interestingly, I don't think it is that much higher, because we had 677 billion and 82 million, which is roughly, 15%? So, in relation to that, we actually doubled our debt. But, as far as income goes, we are now swimming in cash. We were having huge issues. I think we started with 6 million in deficit, and now we have nearly 11.5 billion every week in income. Now, this is due to insane population and a corporate tax rate, but for the same thing, we are giving our population, minimal pensions and everything, but at this point, I think we should go back to extensive welfare state. So that would change the numbers significantly. We would have a net income of only 4 billion, but we are giving our people extensive welfare state, advanced universal health care, free universal quality education, police state and a medium military spending, but that's still fine. We completely eliminated corruption. We're living in a state of economic boom, and as far as our estates, or whatever you want to call them, go, we are actually having great relations with them. So I have to say I'm really happy. And as far as our Let's Play go, I think we achieved all of the goals that I had for this playthrough, and even some extra. I never actually thought that we would go as far as to war with Egypt or Yemen, but we managed to get the entire Middle East under our thumb. We managed to get all of the surrounding nations under our control, and what's making me most happy about this is something that was mentioned in the comments on one of the videos, and that is through the 24 years that we played, we haven't declared war once. We were attacked a number of times, but we haven't declared war once. So the first one who attacked us was Turkey, and kind of interesting that fight was much harder for us, and it was probably the hardest war that I had in Hearts of Iron for 80 years, because I was down to, let's say, half of the war. I was almost certain we were going to crumble. And Turkey was really giving us an insane beating. But what happened is that their stockpiles just got exhausted. They had a vast supply of, they had a vast stockpile of military equipment, but they never could match our replenishment abilities because we were on defense, which lowered our casualties, not in manpower but in material. And thanks to our friend Russia, we were able to push through. Without Russia, I think we would crumble. That's for certain. But we were able to reach a deal with them, and they supplied us with so much equipment that while we significantly improved our situation, pardon me, Turkey basically crumbled, and it led them to the situation where they are till today, a fragmented, broken state. And as the rest goes, well, the war with the United States was much easier than I expected it. It looked horrifying in the beginning, but, after we broke through Syria and Iraq, it was fine. It was fine. So, just drinking my coffee and thinking of what would be the end statement here. Well, honestly, when I was starting this Let's Play, it was to show you a bit more about a nation that you probably haven't heard much about, because the history of Iran is extremely dark and sad. And while the current situation in the Middle East with the war between Hamas and Israel is dragging Iran, up on the daylight and showing all of their negative traits, I just hope that now you will be able to understand them more. I'm not saying that I agree with their actions, but the route that Iran is on is vastly different from the state being the evil guy in many sense. I mean, I'm not religious, I'm not a Muslim, but I hope that the introduction to the history, and even what you've seen in this Let's Play and the way the Iran is positioned, told you a bit more about where the state is, and you will be able to understand its actions in a bit more of a context. I'm not saying you should agree with them, because I don't, but it's always good to understand. Anyway, I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I truly did. It was fun. It was my second major playthrough of Millennium Dawn. First one was Ukraine. And I hope that I'm going to have another one soon. So till then, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for subscribing to those that subscribe. And I'll see you in the next playthrough of whatever it is. So thank you, and see you in the next one.